What's going on, buddy? My name is Eason and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be getting into tables in HTML. So let's just get started. You should know what a table is. If you've ever used Word or PowerPoint, you know what a table is. It's just organization. If you see a calendar on a website, it's most likely a table. So let's get started. So our table has rows and columns and headings and stuff like that. All of those go in between our table tags. There's nothing that's gonna pop up. We're not actually gonna have any lines in our table because we're using HTML, not CSS. And to put stuff on our table besides text and organization, we're gonna have to use CSS. But that's for a whole different video. When that does come out, I will put a card above the video right now for you to check that out, and a link in the description. So that's very cool. Now, our table can be a certain width. It could be 25% of our page, 50%, 100%. Stuff like that. And we're actually going to put this at 100%. And this is the default width, by the way. But I'm still going to have it there. Now, we don't have to define a column in a table, necessarily. We have to define a row, though. So we're going to put table row tags. And inside here is going to be all our information for a row. If I just say hi, that's just my whole row. Now, I could have different cells. If you go to Excel... and you go like A1, B1, those are called cells, and each cell is unique, and each cell in our table on our web page is going to be unique. Now, for our top of our table is going to be our head for the table. So we could just do TH for table head, and then we could put in a piece of information. So we could put in, let's say we're putting in a office hours. It says office hours right here. So let's say we're just putting in office hours. So I could say the day of the week, because my days could vary. And now you're going to see that this is aligned in the middle of my table. If I change this to 50%, it's not going to be the middle of my web page, but the middle of the 50% of my table. Let's change that back up to 100, though. And it's bold as well. So that's something to know. So we're going to put the day, we're going to put the hours, and then we'll put the location. And all three of these are going to be in between a TH tag. And there we go. We just made our table row. So now we're going to start a new row with new table row tags. And I'm going to organize this a little bit better. There we go. And instead of using TH tags, we're actually going to be using TD tags now. And these do not bold the text. These do not align them in the middle. It keeps it, pretty normal. And it's considered just be, normal table information. So what we're going to do is that we'll put in our first set of office hours. So we'll do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and we'll put that in there. Now, something cool is that the more text there is in a row, in this case, the bigger it's going to be. But it's still going to be, 100% or 50% if that's 50% and stuff like that. So let's set another one. And this is going to be coordinated to our hours, so it's going to be under our hours. So we could say 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. We're going to save it. There we go. It kind of adjusted because there's a lot of text here now, more than there was earlier. And I'll do one more table data is how I say it. Our next TD tag, and this could be our location. We'll just do room 400. You can put any place you want. And your table doesn't also have to be office hours. So there, we saved it. We have our day, hours, and location. And I kind of want a line underneath this to kind of separate it from my click here to go to home page. So at the end of our table tag, we'll just put an HR tag. And there we go. So it's kind of organized now. All right, let's do another row. We got to do our Wednesday now. There we go. So we'll do Wednesday. We'll do, let's do 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. There we go. And we'll do room 400. Then we'll do one more row. We'll do Friday. We'll do 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock a.m. at room 400. And there we go. We have a table now. So we have the days of the week, we have the office hours, and we have the location. That's very, very cool. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to add a column span because on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they can come in from 9 to 10 a.m. Now that's not said here. If I go over here, actually I don't want to do that because it's a lot of work, but it's just going to make the hours bigger for just 2 sets of hours. So we're just going to set 2 columns for hours. So what we're going to do is in our hours th tag, we're just going to do COL span, and we're going to set that equal to a value in quotations to 2. So we're going to have 2 columns. We do 3, it'll be 3 columns. We're just going to put 2. And it's kind of adjust it a little bit. It's actually going to say room 400 is the hours, because we need to have now 4 TD tags because we have 4 columns now. So what we're going to do is before room 400, actually since it's the morning, I'll do it before the 3 o'clock text. So we'll do a TD tag here, save it, /TD. And you can see here we kind of have like a left side now. And then we'll put 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock a.m. So if we save it, it's going to say 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock a.m. And only for this row because we only added a 4th TD tag to this row. So if we do that for the other rows, let's say I don't want them to come into the morning on Wednesday, I'll just put nothing into the value. I'll still put the tags there, but just nothing into in between the tags. So if we save it, it's going to push everything over to where they're supposed to do. So the left side is going to be morning, and the right side is going to be at the evening. So yeah, now on Friday, we have only morning office hours. So we're just going to do this after the morning office hours instead of afternoon. So we'll put TD tags there, no values, save it, and there we go. We have created a little bit better table. Very, very cool. Now I'm actually going to add one more row. And this one is going to be my phone number rule. So let's say I have 2 numbers, maybe a cell phone and a work phone or whatever, I don't know. And what we're actually going to do is put a table head in here. We're going to make it bold and center. And bear with me with this. So we're going to set the row span to this. So we did column span. Now we're going to do row span. We're going to set this to 2. And in this table header, we're going to write telephone. There we go. Now we're actually going to stay in between the row. And we're not going to do another table head tag. We're going to do a TD tag. And we're going to put in a phone number. So we could just say 718, which I believe is a New York area code. We'll do 802-8923. Don't call this number, by the way. I just made it up on the spot. And there we go. We have like a telephone number here. That's cool. And what we're going to do is I want this telephone number to be below the 718-802 number. So we're just going to do another row now. And in this row, we're just going to have one TD tag. And this is just going to be the second number. So this will be 718-223-4832. And there we go. It's going to be underneath this, but still kind of part of the table header, the table head, and stuff like that. Because the table head is going to coordinate with all of the TD stuff below it. That's how I say it. And yeah, that is tables in HTML. I really recommend you go around and make some more tables. They're really fun. The next video, we're going to get into forms, which is going to be a long video. But it's fun. You get to, like, we're going to make a, kind of like a Grubhub service with food, and I think that's going to be kind of cool. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to go check out more HTML videos, I have more. Go watch those. There's a card above the video if you want to go see that. Like, subscribe. That really does help me out, and it's free. You can change your mind later on. Leave a comment with criticism. I love criticism. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.